You think homeless people get free food from soup kitchens and shelters? You're wrong. 7 hidden sources exist in every city that most people walk past daily without noticing. Some serve restaurant-quality meals. One location feeds hundreds while looking like a regular business. Here's the Underground Food Network. Free meals for anyone, no questions asked, every single day. Langar tradition means free community kitchen in every Gurdwara, serving vegetarian meals to anyone who walks in. No religious conversion, no ID, no paperwork, no questions, literally just walk in and eat respectfully. Open daily with most serving lunch and dinner. Real food includes rice, lentils called dal, vegetables, bread like roti or naan, and dessert. Not leftovers or charity scraps, but fresh cooked meals. Sit-down service treats everyone with dignity, can take seconds and thirds with no limits on portions. Food quality is home-cooked style, nutritious and filling. Sunday Feast feeds hundreds completely free and open to the public. Free Sunday Feast runs 1 to 3 p.m., typically serving vegetarian Indian food, including curry, rice, bread, and desserts. Open to absolutely anyone with homelessness, explicitly welcome. No registration, no ID, no religious requirement. Walk in, get a plate, sit and eat. Quality reaches restaurant-level food because volunteers cook with love. Quantities are unlimited servings, so eat until full. Weekly schedule guarantees every Sunday. Some temples serve weekday dinners too. The prasadam concept means food offered to Krishna then shared with everyone, treated as honored guest, not charity case. The community atmosphere mixes families, students, and homeless all eating together. No one can tell who's homeless, so dignity stays preserved. Locations exist in all major cities, with ISKCON temples. Google Hare Krishna Temple plus city name. Additional benefits include books and spiritual discussions which are optional and not required. Some temples offer take-home portions if you ask politely. Weekday meals happen at some locations Monday through Friday, so call to check the schedule. Holiday feasts on major Hindu holidays mean extra large meals. The homeless secret is showing up early for the best food and larger portions. Etiquette requires being respectful, cleaning hands, and no loud talking. Volunteer opportunity means helping clean up, which creates extra gratitude and possible take-home food. Unstaffed refrigerators in public spaces let you take what you need. Public refrigerators get stocked by community members. No staff, no paperwork, no questions, no ID required. Literally open the door and take food. Locations include outside businesses, community centers, and churches. Grassroots movement is growing in cities nationwide. Contents include fresh produce, prepared meals, dairy, and frozen items, donated by restaurants, grocery stores, and community members. Quality varies with sometimes restaurant leftovers and sometimes fresh groceries. Checking schedules happens multiple times weekly, with some daily. Best times are evenings after business hours and mornings after restocks. Finding them uses Instagram or Facebook, searching community fridge plus city name. Apps exist where some cities have maps by searching free fridge maps. Little free pantries use a similar concept for non-perishable items. Looks like a mini house on post similar to Little Free Library. Stocked with canned goods, pasta, rice, and snacks, neighborhood-based locations appear in residential areas and parks. Honor system means take what you need and leave what you can. No limits exist but self-regulate by not clearing out the entire fridge. Food safety requires checking dates and using judgment as community self-policing quality. Dignity comes from no face-to-face interaction required, which reduces shame. Accessibility provides 24/7 access with no business hours. The Underground Network has homeless sharing locations via word of mouth. Some stock toiletries and period products as a bonus. Weather dependent means checking after storms because maybe restocked or empty. End-of-day food giveaways from businesses required to discard unsold items. Legal requirements in many states prohibit selling day-old prepared food. The business choice becomes trash it or give it away. Workers often leave food by the back doors as intentional kindness. Timing is critical at 30 minutes before close to closing time. Best chains include Panera Bread with day-end donation program. Panera specifically bags leftover bread, pastries, and sometimes sandwiches. An official program exists, but implementation varies by location. Some give to shelters, while some leave for the public. Ask politely whether they have any day-end donations. Worker discretion means nice workers help, while rude ones don't. Build relationships because regular polite visits equal regular food. Bakeries have bread, donuts, and pastries they can't sell the next day. Dunkin' Donuts is hit or miss depending on staff and location. Local bakeries are often more generous than chains. Timing at 30 minutes before close works, because too early means still selling and too late means already trashed. Grocery store bakeries have day-old racks marked down to nearly free. Sometimes workers forget to charge as a kindness. Pizza shops at the end of night have leftover slices. Ask whether any pizzas are being thrown out. College campus food courts at the end of semester and end of day offer opportunities. Students leaving means unopened food in dorms, so check dumpster areas. Buffet restaurants can't legally serve leftover buffet food. Workers sometimes bag it for people waiting outside. Food quality is completely fresh and just can't be sold the next day. Better than food bank food, sometimes because of restaurant quality. Students waste massive amounts of food with multiple access points. Meal plan waste happens because students with unlimited plans don't finish meals. Dining hall exits have trays of untouched food left on return conveyor. Unwritten rule allows taking food left on trays while workers look away. Late night after 8 p.m. has students leaving food everywhere. End of semester creates massive food waste as students leave campus. Dorm move-out means unopened groceries left in hallways and dumpster areas. Not dumpster diving, but clean food in boxes and bags outside dorms. Peak times are end of fall semester in December and end of spring in May. Free food events have campus organizations giving away food constantly. Flyers on campus advertise free pizza and free lunch at club meetings. Just walk in because no one checks if you're student. Look young enough or carry backpack to blend in completely. Campus food pantries exist for students but rarely check ID. Some explicitly allow community members to use services. Food rescue programs have students collecting dining hall waste, set outside in coolers and bins for public, so check campus sustainability office. Religious centers on campus offer free dinners at Hillel and Newman Center. Wednesday or Thursday nights are typical for these meals. Catholic campus ministry often serves free dinner before service. No attendance required at service, so just come for food. Farmers market on campus at end of day has vendors giving away produce. Rather than pack it up, they hand out extras freely. Campus gardens are community gardens with free harvest signs. Take what you need from herb and vegetable gardens. Vending machine hacks exist where broken machines sometimes dispense free items. Common areas have students leaving food with free signs everywhere. Study spaces and lounges contain leftover study session snacks. Library cafes at end of day have workers giving away pastries. Performance events have receptions after shows with cheese, crackers, and wine. Open to public with no tickets needed for reception food. Conference food at academic conferences serves lunch and breaks. Walk in with confidence and blend with attendees. Guest lectures often serve food before or after presentations. Check campus calendars online for free food events daily. Medical facility cafeterias feed families in crisis, often free or discounted. Hospital cafeterias are not just for staff, as the public can eat there cheaper than outside restaurants. Why homeless people go is some hospitals have voucher programs available. Social work departments give food vouchers to anyone in need. Just ask whether any meal vouchers are available for hard times. No medical emergency required, though depends on staff discretion. Compassionate workers, especially social workers, understand hunger deeply. Free meal tickets are sometimes given just for asking politely. Sitting areas let you blend in because no one knows you're not a visitor. 24-hour access exists as many hospital cafeterias open all night. Warm place to sit plus bathrooms and water fountains available. Leftover trays appear because people leave food uneaten as hospitals are stressful. Not encouraged, but happens that people take food from return areas. Patient meal waste occurs when dietary delivers meals patients don't eat. Kitchen staff sometimes bags extras for people waiting outside the building. Build relationships because night shift workers are more sympathetic overall. Regular, respectful presence equals occasional free meals from kind workers. Ronald McDonald House serves families of Sikh children exclusively. Free meals served include breakfast, lunch, and dinner for residents. Sometimes extras exist when they cook too much and offer it to people in the lobby. Ask politely whether any extra food from dinner is available. The compassion factor means people there understand hardship from personal experience. No one questions presence because they assume you're a family member of a patient. Blend in by looking concerned, carrying a backpack, and sitting quietly. Community meals at some RMH locations serve community dinners regularly. Check their calendar as some are open to the public on certain nights. Visiting hours let you blend with visitors during peak times easily. Gift shops sometimes have expired packaged food given away to avoid waste. Vending areas have people leaving change and sometimes buying food for strangers. Kindness notes taped to machines say take what you need. Medical centers attached to universities have student health centers available. Free food at wellness events and health fairs happens regularly. Conference centers in hospitals have leftover catering from events. Ask catering staff at the end of events like conferences and weddings. Massive food waste means they'd rather give it than trash everything. Chapel areas sometimes have coffee and snacks for grieving families available. Take discreetly and respectfully without making a scene. Volunteer departments sometimes serve volunteer meals to workers. Pretend to inquire about volunteering and get offered food while there. Timing matters at meal times from 7 to 9 a.m., 12 to 2 p.m., and 5 to 7 p.m. because most activity happens then. Easier to blend in with more food waste and more opportunities appearing. Cultural communities feed their own and often extend to anyone respectful. Cultural centers serve traditional meals during events regularly. Open to the public as most don't check membership or ethnicity. Just show up respectfully and participate appropriately. Examples include Latino community centers and Asian cultural centers everywhere. Polish clubs, Greek Orthodox churches, and similar organizations exist. Weekend cultural events like festivals and celebrations always have food available, free or donation-based, with suggested donation meaning optional payment. Empty pockets are okay because no one enforces payment strictly. Holiday celebrations during major cultural holidays equal big meals always. Lunar New Year for Chinese and Vietnamese has public celebrations with free food. Diwali for Indian communities means community centers serve sweets and meals. Eid for Muslim communities after Ramadan brings massive community feasts everywhere. Open invitation exists as mosques explicitly welcome community members. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church, after the fasting season ends, equals huge feasts. Eastern Orthodox Easter in late April or May differs from Western Easter. Community meal after service with the public invited to participate. Mexican community events for Dia de los Muertos altars include food sharing. The community shares tamales and pan de muerto freely. Caribbean community centers offer Sunday meals after cultural programming. Jerk chicken, rice and peas are served free or very cheap. Filipino community parties always have too much food by cultural design. Cultural norm is making extra and sharing with everyone present. Portuguese clubs celebrate the Festival of the Holy Spirit annually. Free soup kitchens as a religious tradition called sopas. Korean churches after Sunday service serve free lunch to everyone. Massive spreads include Korean barbecue and many side dishes. Japanese community centers at New Year celebrations have mochi and traditional food. Obon Festival in summer has free or cheap food vendors. Cultural protocol requires being respectful and learning the basics of culture. Take shoes off if required and greet people respectfully. Don't mock traditions and show genuine interest in culture. Finding events uses Facebook events and community center websites. Ethnic newspapers as free papers at libraries list community events. Word of mouth means one event leads to learning about others. Building trust through regular respectful attendance equals being welcomed warmly. Volunteer to help clean up after meals for extra food and acceptance. Cultural holidays calendar can be Googled with Ethnic Holidays plus City. Libraries have community bulletin boards listing cultural events happening. Food quality is home-cooked traditional food from recipes, often better than American food banks in quality. Authentic recipes with fresh ingredients made with care and love. Quantities follow cultural norms of abundance everywhere. Making too much is a sign of generosity in cultures. Running out of food is shameful, so always have extras available. These hidden food sources exist in every city, but most people never see them. Homeless people share this knowledge person to person, like an underground railroad. Free food is everywhere, once you know where to look. That's not a handout, that's survival intelligence.